So the equinox is actually the beginning of the new year. Now, most traditions, most indigenous and ancient civilizations have observed the equinox as the new year. However, the calendars that we have now have it as the third month. Now, in ancient civilizations, they considered the equinox to be around spring. And the equinox, the word equi means equal. What it is the earth has a tilt. It's tilted on its axis and it's going around the sun. There's a particular point where it appears vertical and the same amount of sun is hitting both the northern hemisphere and the southern hemisphere, and then it continues and it tilts again. So the spring equinox is that time. So we're having equal light hitting both the north and southern hemisphere. Now, it usually is after the winter. The winter, even though we don't have winter, there is still less sun hitting the planet overall, usually, whether it's on the northern or the southern part of the hemisphere of the planet. So the equinox symbolizes for most of the ancient civilizations the return of the sun after an extended period of the sun being away. So it's rebirth, it's awakening, it's the renewing of the sun. In ancient Kemet, they referred to it as, the sun, Horus, Osar. All right, and so it is when he comes back in, right? The equinox also symbolizes the balance between masculine and feminine. And so this whole thing, equinox, is really just balancing in preparation for the rest of the year. From a spiritual standpoint, it's the time of planting, not just seeds, which is in the physical, we plant seeds in the springtime when the earth has now warmed up and is receptive to taking seeds and growing them. But it's also a time of planting seeds in the spirit. So things that you want, things that you are looking forward to achieving, you plant those seeds in the spring and they will flourish in the summer and bear fruit in winter. So that's the physical significance linked to the spiritual. You notice in the Western Hemisphere we talk about Easter, and we talk about Easter eggs, and we talk about the Easter bunny. It has to do with the egg being, the just before birth. Okay, so that's what the equinox is all about.
Well, let me hear you say,